The Nuphy Air 75 V2 is a very popular mechanical keyboard because Nuphy took the first Air 75 and they improved on pretty much all the flaws with it. And in this video, we're going to just take a look at this keyboard, talk about all the great features it has, and a couple things I think could be a little bit better with it, and also do a typing test so you can see and hear what this keyboard sounds like. So this is a mechanical keyboard, which means it's going to be louder than your standard keyboard with scissor switches like a laptop keyboard, but it's going to give you that really satisfying clicking sound, and it's also going to have some good feedback as you're typing on it as well. So let's go ahead and start this off with a typing test. So the Air 75 V2 looks really cool. It's got the classic Nuphy look with the different colored keys on it. Love the dual tone, and it just has a very great aesthetic to it. On the top row, we do have some great functions that really match the Apple functions super well. Love everything they pick with this. The fantastic thing about the Air 75 V2 is it supports QMK VIA, so you can reprogram any button on this keyboard using your computer and make it do pretty much whatever you want. But I love that Nuphy did such a great job picking out all the different function buttons on the top, so you really don't have to. So the typing experience is great on it. The function buttons are great. The reprogrammability is great. But where I get a little frustrated with this keyboard, and every time I get it out, I have to actually look up how to do certain things. Like if you want to change from one Bluetooth connection to the next, you have to actually press and hold function in the 1, 2, 3, or 4 buttons. So there's no real labels on it for Bluetooth pairing or also for using it in the dongle mode as well. So you do get a dongle with this, which gives you the super fast 1000 hertz polling rate, which is going to be fantastic for gaming because there's going to be basically no latency with the computer and the keyboard. Also, you can recharge this with USB-C, and there's also a couple switches on the back. There's a switch for the Windows and Mac layout, and you can also change it from wired, wireless, or just shut it off. Now you'll also notice it has a great backlight on it. If you want to change the backlight color and effect, you can press function and you press the right arrow and that'll change the color. The left arrow will change the effect on the backlight, so there's a bunch of different backlighting effects. And then holding function and up and down will change the brightness of the backlight. So again, you just have to know what you're doing with this keyboard if you want to access some of those under the hood functionalities with it. Now, Nuphy does also give you a ton of different switch choices you can get with this. I got the Wisteria switches, really like the feel and sound of them. You can also hot swap both the keycaps and the switches, so there's a ton of customization that's available with this keyboard. I'm really not into customizing keyboards. I just like to try out all the different ones, review them, and give my thoughts on them. So I haven't changed the switches on them, haven't looked at any different keycaps, but if you're into that, there's a ton of options for you to look at as well. Now, I do love that there's the multi-device functionality, so you can keep this paired with your computer, an iPad, an Apple TV, really whatever you want. You hit function and hold 1, 2, or 3 to put it in the Bluetooth pairing mode. And then 4 is going to be for the USB dongle, which I wish there was a slot for the dongle on this. So there's nowhere you actually store it. It is included in the box. Also, while we're looking at the back, you can either go in the flat setting, you can raise it up to a medium setting, or you can go to the highest setting. Another thing that's really great about this keyboard that I didn't really find myself wanting to do is you can set it on top of your Mac keyboards because of those rubber feet that are on the back. So they designed this to go on a laptop really well. You can get this keyboard in either the gray, white, or they now have a black option as well. I've got the gray one. I think it looks really sweet. I think the thing I love the most about this keyboard is it feels the most like using a scissor style keyboard, except for with all the benefits of mechanical. So the sound of it is not too loud. It's just right in my opinion, and the sound quality is good, and the tactile feel of the keys is very nice without having too much key travel. So this just feels really comfortable. It sounds really comfortable to me. I love the typing experience. Whenever I want to use a mechanical keyboard, this is the one that I end up pulling out because to me, this is just the best one I've ever used. Pricing on these can vary depending on which configuration you get because there's a couple different sets of keycaps you're able to get, and also you can get the different switch types as well depending on which one sounds like the one that you're going to want in the functionality of it. There's just different amounts of pressure involved in the different switches as far as a keystroke goes, so you're going to need to do a little digging to figure out your preferred switch type. I got the Wisteria ones and they really remind me of the brown style switches, so I've been very happy with them. The Air 75 V2 typically runs for around $120 or so, which is a great price for a keyboard like this with so many great features and that is so comfortable to type on. So who is the Air 75 V2 for? This is for you if you don't want a number pad, if you want the most compact mechanical keyboard possible. It's very lightweight for a mechanical keyboard, and also with tons of functionality, the customizable colors on it, the customizable keycaps, the customizable switch types. You can just customize anything with this keyboard, or you can also just get it straight out of the box, and it's still gonna give you a really solid typing experience. You really can't go wrong with the Air 75 V2. If you have any other questions about this keyboard, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. If you're interested in buying one of these, I do have links to buy in the description below.